So you guys want to know what my studio looks like? Let's go in, shall we? What's going on, dudes? Nick here, RJ Gaming, and welcome back to another video. Today, I'm going to be showing you guys my studio where I do all my recording. So right now, when I'm walking in, you can see that there's a lot of stuff going on in here, and we have got my green screen and recording area, but we'll get to that more in a second here. What I want to talk about is the ceiling tiles. There we go, and the lights. Lighting is very important. These little LEDs I got up there are actually just more for show. Sometimes the overhead lights are just a little too bright for me, so I'll just leave those on there. And there's the TV we hung up during the drunk live stream with Chris and John. And speaking of Chris and John, it wouldn't be a room if they didn't have space to chill out, so we've got a little couch area there that we kind of just like watch TV and play other games and stuff on. And there's a little baby's area. Baby's not down here all that much, but that way the baby can watch the TV. So let's go ahead and check out this side of the desk. So you can see that I have two dedicated spaces set up now, specifically for Chris and John. I've got some new chairs coming in, and I also just picked up this new mic and stand. So whichever one of them wants to talk, or even if you keep it in the middle, you can hear them a lot better. And it's a much more efficient setup this way. Obviously over here we've got my little 3D printer, which I haven't been able to use a lot of lately. I really want to print some more stuff, but like I just keep messing it up. You can see the bed's pretty scratched up on it, and I've got tons of PLA, so I do want to print a lot more stuff, but eventually, we'll get there eventually. And of course, it wouldn't be my office if it didn't have some kind of fridge full of all kinds of stuff. So you can see inside there, we've got all kinds of stuff. We got some pop, we got some beer, water, some light beer, and then Chris's beer and John's beer, and there's lots of stuff in there. So back here, we've got my new little bookcases, if it ever wants to focus on there. There we go. And I just got those in. I figured it's a lot cooler backdrop than just the old green screen that you guys were used to. You can see I've got a lot of stuff up top there. I got like some consoles and stuff and a lot of my Club RGA gear. Hashtag Club RGA in the comments right now. And of course, my silver play button. And all my Minecraft stuff. I got like the pickaxe and stuff back there. Lots of cool stuff. And of course, we've got the Club RGA hat. And we've got my Minecon and VidCon passes. VidCon this week, guys. I'm so excited. This is gonna be awesome. And of course, we got some whiskey decanters back there. I can't even talk. But hashtag Club RGA. Look at all the sweet loot that I'll be giving out. And this is all for you guys. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have that silver play button. I wouldn't even have any of this stuff right now. I'd probably be working in like a random desk job, and I would be hating everything I do. But I don't. And let's go ahead and come back here and let you see what I see. This is what I see every time I turn on my computer. 3 giant G's. And I'm just kidding. That's just the Club RGA website. If you don't know about it, go check it out. Stay informed. Change is coming soon. Or at least that's what they tell me. But we've got my mouse pads here and my main mic that I'm talking to you on right now. Obviously, I'm recording the audio after the fact, but this mic is amazing. I love this. It's the AT4040 in case you guys were curious, but I think the 2020 and the 2030 and stuff like that are all pretty much the same. And I've got my nice SteelSeries keyboard number 2. This is the second one. The first one I killed by spilling some adult beverages on it. Of course, I got my gaming mouse pad, the RGAG, the Club RGAG, and of course, one of the most important features of all, I've got my headphones, and not only that, but I've got my mixing boards that let me do all kinds of fun stuff. But even more importantly, we've got coffee here. Love coffee. Need coffee to do stuff. So I'm going to show you guys a little bit about these boards here. Obviously, I've got a Yeti because I don't want the glass sweating all over my electronics and ruining my stuff. That would suck. Nothing would be worse than that. Oh, and check this out. My RGA Gaming hoodie from Streamlabs All-Stars. That's right, dudes. I'm an all-star, and hey now. All right, you know what? I don't want to get copyrighted, so yeah. But back over here, we've got some more stuff. Like I said, I was showing you this a second ago, but this is just like kind of a lot of collections of miscellaneous stuff there. I'll get more stuff up there eventually, but let's have a seat and let you guys pretend like you're being me. So we've got 2 main boards here. My mics feed into this black board here, which is the PB10AT. That is also the one that controls a lot of my auto-tune and some of the effects, like if I want to add an echo, so you can hear like echoes. And then also if I want to do like auto-tune and stuff like that, I just hit this little button right in the back there. And shawty, yeah. And then if I go shawty, yeah. Oh god, it sounds so horrible. But yeah, there's just a lot of stuff that this does, and then primarily what it will do is it allows me to provide some basic voice manipulation, and if I turn off all the effects right now, this is what my mic would sound like if I didn't have the PV10AT, and here's what I sound like with it. It's not a huge draw, it's not a huge difference, but there is something that is really important about that. And that is in this board here. This is the URM 28M or UR28M. This is my favorite thing of all time. I actually heard about this from a dude named Maximus Black. And if you don't know who he is, you should go check him out. He's a pretty awesome guy. But like, he was the one that introduced me to this board, and this is my baby. This is what makes me sound not like 2004 RGA. So if I turn off the effects from this one, you can see I sound a lot different. Hey guys, Nick here, or RGA Minecraft, and welcome back to episode 1 of like Survival Island. So you can see that there's a lot of effects that get applied by this thing, and this is literally my little secret weapon. I love that box. So basically everything plugs into the black box there, the PV10AT, and then it filters over to the UR28, and then I can apply some other effects. So if I wanted like some, like if I want to sound like I'm in a church, and like this software allows me to do that there. So it has its own software that controls it through the computer. That's why it doesn't have as many knobs as the PV10AT does. And there's just so many different effects that you can set up inside of this thing. If you have multiple mics, multiple channels, there's just like a ton of stuff that goes on in here. And like I said, this was probably the first board when I got away from like the USB only mics. And, you know, it's just like you can do so many different things. Between these two boards, I can like change auto-tune. I can change my treble, my bass. Like if I just decide, you know what, I don't want to have any bass, then you know what, I just turn off all the bass. Or likewise, if I want to have extra bass, then I just have some extra bass. And it's just like there's so much stuff that I could do. And this is like, for me, I'm kind of like a sound freak when it comes to that stuff. And I always love the people that are like, RGA, your mic is horrible. No, it's not horrible. It's because like sometimes I'll bump a knob and I'll go from talking like this to all of a sudden, yeah, so like everything I say is loud and capping out. And it's so easy to bump the knobs and really mess stuff up. So I try not to do that, but occasionally it does happen. And I'm sorry if that was a little too loud for you guys. And more importantly than any of that stuff is the fact that I've got multiple screens. So like if I'm recording and I'm doing a lot of different stuff, I need to have the screen space to be able to see it all. So like right now I might have my audio equipment up on this one screen here. I might have my game playing on the middle screen. And I'll probably have something else recording on the right screen, maybe like Stream Chat or OBS or stuff like that. I mean, clearly right now I pre-recorded this ahead of time, so I was like trying to plan on what I'd say, but I already showed you how this thing works, but that's basically how that software works. And like I said, the whole thing is like, it's just like, for me, it's the perfect setup, because I do a lot of coding and I do a lot of server management, so it's nice to have the multiple monitors. And sometimes I like to go old school, use just a pad of paper and just draw a bunch of stuff down, and you know, sometimes that's like the best way for me to get ideas. It's just, there's something about having something in front of you when you need a list. But honestly, for me, I love the screens. I love having the monitors here. I mean, it's so nice to be able to look over to the right and see like Streamlabs and chat and stuff like that. And my webcam here, it's a 1080p Logitech webcam. It's not a bad one. It's pretty decent. I think it's like tons of people use the stupid thing. And I had it face backwards for a second because when my daughter's down here, I like to face it that way to see what she's crawling into and stuff. Not that I'm a bad dad or anything. And over here, this is the, like I was saying earlier, it's the AT4040. And I've just got a windscreen over the top of it, as well as like the little foam sock underneath it. You don't really need them both, but for me, I find out like I like to have the mic a lot closer, because like when I put it out here, it doesn't sound as good. So for me, I like to have it close, but without that, then like every time I say something, you can see it just sounds a lot worse. And sorry if that was loud as well. But I mean, overall, that is basically everything I've pretty much got down here. I've got my little cigar humidor over there and my little cable box there. All my wires run through the wall into this back room here. All my computers and stuff are custom. I've got two back here. The bottom one does some other stuff, but look inside. Isn't it so pretty? I love how cool that looks. I mean, it's kind of a shame that I got this case because it doesn't have like the clear sides and stuff. But, you know, maybe like next time I go to a LAN party, I'll get some acrylics and just like cut a hole in the side and be all cool and stuff. Or probably just be lazy and not do that. But yeah, so everything goes through the wall. That way, all the heat and stuff generated by the tower is in this room here, so my furnace, so it kind of pulls everything out, redistributes it through the house. All right, so, I mean, that's basically my room. Like I said, this is kind of what it looks like without all the ceiling lights on. Obviously, saw it at the beginning. And so like I said, sometimes it's just nice to have just some low lighting in here, set it to a solid color, let it rotate like that. But yeah, so that is my office. It's really not that much. Like I said, I got the cool little couch there, got all my little printers and stuff there, green screen, and then, like I said, I've got some chairs on order that should be here pretty soon. But, you know, everything in this room was designed for me, like the carpeting, these ceiling tiles, they all absorb sound. So, like, there's no echo. You see I don't have, like, those little foam panels all over the wall or anything like that. It's a really simple room, and like I said, everything that I put in here was built kind of ahead of time in my mind. So hopefully you guys had fun looking around at everything. Thank you guys so much again for all the support. If it weren't for you guys, I wouldn't be staring at this beautiful little play button right now. And hopefully, maybe one day, we'll have that gold play button up there too. And hopefully I'll get an old school one rather than like that weird looking new one. But I'll see you guys again next time. Thank you so much for watching. Hashtag ClubRGA in the comments. And we'll see you guys later. Goodbye, everybody. As always, dudes, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and possibly check out one of these other videos here. I think you really might like them. But I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, everybody.